So, in that review section, 7th graders, you're going to be, first of all, converting again. So feet to inches is the first one. And remember, when you're doing this, you write down what's given. Let's say you've got 3 2/3 feet to inches. How many inches? Okay? 3 2/3 feet to inches. Now, what you do is, you write this over 1. This isn't one of the problems, because the problems are all going to be graded, so I'm going to give you some examples on what to do so you remember how to get these right, okay? So you write the first number over 1, and then you change this to times, and then you write the conversion factor for feet and inches. Since you're going from feet to inches, inches stays on the top line, and you put feet on the bottom line. And then how many inches in a foot? 12. 12 inches in 1 foot. Okay? So, by multiplying across, you're going to be able to convert those. Now, you can do already 1 times 1. So then you have to do 3 2/3 times 12. How do you do 3 2/3 times 12? Change 3 2/3 to a top-heavy fraction, so you can multiply a fraction times a fraction. 3 2/3 is 9/11 times 12 over 1. Then reduce this, 12 and 3, to 1 and 4. And then 11 times 4 is 44. Right? So it's 44 inches. Okay? You may use your reference guide for all of the conversion factors. You can use your planner, or you can look back in the book, lesson 5.5. Then, for number 50, you may want to draw an example of that. Your job is to paint 1/4 of the lockers in the school. Your friend agrees to share the job equally with you. What fraction of the lockers will each of you paint? To be half of a 4th. Then if the job of painting all the lockers in the school pays $1,100, how much will each of you earn?
So I'll do that if I get paid. That's a rich
Right?
school.
So if you're doing 1/8 and the whole job pays $1,100. Oops, $1,100. So you're doing 1/8 and your friend's doing 1/8. How much would each of you make? That's what the question is.
The real question is how much money did you get in
Then, the last section is on solving multiplication and division equations again. Okay? So, let's review quickly on what to do if you have a multiplication equation. Okay, I'm not going to use the exact same numbers as 51, but let's say that we had 4.2n equals 10.25. Okay? This is a multiplication equation because it's 4.2 times n. And so you should use the opposite operation to solve it. So draw the line and then use division so that you get 1n. 4.2 divided by 4.2 is 1n, which equals n. So we've got n by itself, just like before. Okay? Then you have to do the same thing on the other side. Divide by 4.2, and that will equal your solution. Okay? So this is multiplication. Danny? So you use division to solve? Well, what if you have division? What if you have n over 7.8 equals 25.3? I don't know, something like that. Okay? Now this is n divided by, so you use multiplication to solve. Right? So you would multiply both sides. Parentheses equal multiply. So put parentheses around these. And then multiply by the reciprocal. So we flip this over and put 7.8 on the top line. And 1 on the bottom line. So that these cross out, because you have the same number, and when you're like reducing fractions before multiplying, you would reduce this to 1. So this gives you 1n on this side, and this is n. And then you multiply by the same number over here. Now, if this is a fraction, then you'd have to write 7.0 over 1. But this is just another decimal, so you can just do the multiplication. Okay? And that's how you solve a question like this. So, that's a quick review for you. If you need to review this video before you do that review section, you should do that so that you get these right. Then, also, check your solutions. Make sure that you check your solutions to make sure that they're correct. Okay?